What's going on with interest rates as we head into 2024? How could a new bill introduced to Congress drastically change home prices and inventory? And will you be affected by the upcoming election year when you buy or sell a home? Hey everyone, it's Kimberly, your go-to real estate agent in Tucson, Arizona, and today we are talking about the Tucson housing market and what to expect going into 2024. Hit the like and subscribe buttons to follow along with Tucson news and learn more about things to do and see and know about this city, my hometown. And when you're ready to buy or sell a Tucson home, all my contact information is in the description below each video on this YouTube channel, and we have hundreds of videos on the channel about Tucson and real estate in general, so explore the rest after this one. The elephant in the room has been rising interest rates. High interest rates have really dampened the real estate market in two crucial ways. For one, it obviously makes buying a home more expensive for buyers who are planning on financing their home purchases. But two, it also discourages homeowners with low interest rates from selling their homes. Even if they feel like moving, they are much more hesitant to want to sell because they don't want to give up their low rate and trade it in for one that is 2 or 3 times the size. In fact, for November 2023, Tucson saw the fewest homes sold in a single month since 2015. Only 618 houses for sale actually closed in Tucson in November. But don't worry guys, relief may be coming in the form of future interest rate cuts. Inflation peaked at over 9% in June 2022, but it has fallen drastically to 3.1% for November. This means that the interest rate hikes made by the Federal Reserve have done their job, and as a country, we are getting closer to our target inflation of 2%. Since it usually takes about 12 months for the economy to fully absorb any changes in interest rates set by the Federal Reserve, it's very possible that inflation will continue to fall going into 2024. In fact, the Federal Reserve has indicated that 3 rate cuts may be in store for the coming year. This has already triggered mortgage rates to fall from close to 8% back down in the high 6% range. This means that home affordability is going to get better throughout 2024 if the rate cuts come through as predicted. This will make mortgages more affordable for buyers and may help motivate people who actually want to move to sell their homes. There's also some pending legislation on the horizon that may impact home prices on a national level. A new bill called the End Hedge Fund Control for American Homes Act is looking to try to ban hedge funds from buying single-family homes. The fear is that the huge investment firms are buying up all of the homes in America, causing low inventory and artificially increasing home prices. Is this really happening? Well, it's extremely difficult to find accurate data on how many homes have really been bought up by hedge funds over the past few years, but since the amount of all single-family homes owned by investment hedge funds is less than 1% of the entire market at this point, this may just be a case of fear-mongering headlines. Even so, MetLife Investments predicted recently that hedge funds could own up to 40% of all single-family rentals by the year 2030. Could that potentially happen? Well, the Hedge Fund Control Act proposes to stop this in its tracks. So we really want to pay attention to it moving forward. But there's another reason to pay attention to this bill. Part of the End Hedge Fund Control for American Homes Act mandates that these investment firms sell at least 10% of their rentals each year over the course of 10 years to completely get out of the business. And if that happens, that may cause a huge dip in home prices. Imagine the ripples that would be sent through the real estate market if hundreds of thousands of additional homes hit the market for sale for over a decade. This could result in the form of lower home prices due to flooded inventory, and coupled with the potential for lower interest rates, we may have an ideal buying opportunity for those who have been waiting for the perfect time to purchase. But of course, time will tell, and this bill may change like all bills do through congressional negotiations, which leads us into an election year. Do buyers and sellers get freaked out when elections approach? Sometimes the stock market reacts since it's a much more liquid asset. But how are home prices prices and home transactions affected. The data suggests that there might be a small dip in home sales in October and November due to uncertainty, but those are made up for in December and January as things balance out after the election. There's no consistent or glaring data that I found that shows presidential elections affecting the national real estate market in a significant way. Perhaps you are concerned about the upcoming election in 2024, but I'm not so sure if I would let it affect my decision for buying or selling a home, since there's no real data to back up those fears. Considering everything that's going on with interest rates, legislation, and elections, is now a good time to buy or sell a home in Tucson, Arizona. As I've always said, it just depends on you and your needs. Existing home inventory continues to be much lower than it was a year ago, with November showing almost 16% fewer homes on the market than the year prior, meaning that sellers will have less competition with other sellers when they're selling, but also that buyers will have fewer options to pick from when they buy. That being said, if we look at November 2023 stats for the Tucson area, in November we had 2,224 houses for sale, including 974 new listings that had just hit the market. However, only 618 houses sold. This shows us that we're seeing a growth in inventory because the number of sold homes can't keep up with the number of new listings for sale. This could mean good news for buyers in this market, at least until interest rates really start to come down and more competition is created. While interest rates are still much higher than they've been in recent years, many of the new construction homes are offering highly discounted rates if you use their preferred lenders compared to existing home purchases. New construction's a great option in Tucson, especially for those looking for turnkey homes with bumper-to-bumper warranties. Not to mention the amenities that come with a lot of these new master planned communities. I work with pretty much all of the builders around town, and I can help you find the right fit for you, whatever you may be looking for. Feel free to contact me anytime. I would love to help you find the perfect home for you, whether it's new or existing construction. From Marana to Vail to Midtown, I'm not only your relocation expert, I'm your new construction expert as well. I hope you've learned a little bit about what is going on in the national as well as local Tucson real estate market. If you're interested in buying or selling a home here in Tucson, Arizona, I'd love to help you out. All my contact information is in the description below each video on this YouTube channel, and there are hundreds of other videos on this channel about things to do and see and know about this city, my hometown, so make sure you're exploring the rest of this channel. Comment below on where you think we're headed in the real estate market in 2024, and please consider showing the channel some love by liking and subscribing on your way out the door. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next Tucson video.